In today's video, I'm going to give you 12 reasons why this bad boy, the DJI Air 2S, is actually better. Yes, better than this new bad boy right here, the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Yes, Pro versus, well, S. Hit like, subscribe, give this video a huge thumbs up, and let's get started. Before we even take off, let's hit them with number one. See these bad boys right here? They're obstacle avoidance sensors. Now you might be thinking, hey, the Mini 3 got obstacle avoidance too. Yes, but not upward. This will protect the drone from hitting things upward when returning home or if flying under trees and stuff. So you have an extra line of defense. Number two, let's hit him with something big. Let's give him a gut punch right now. Here you go, 5.4K in your skin. You can shoot at 25 FPS, 24 FPS, and max up to 30 FPS. So if you want to do some cropping in, or you just want some detailed footage in your life, hit them with some 5.4K, baby. Reason number three, we're now getting started. Not only can we shoot in 5.4K, but we can shoot in 5.4K D-Log in your life. Yes, it looks flat, but when color graded, this footage is unbelievable. So D-Log or Hyperlog Gamma, we got it both in this drone right here at 5.4K. Are you ready? You need some D-Log HLG 5.4K in your life? Hit them with it. If the wind is heavy and you got to get that shot, you got these two drones. Think about it. Which one you throwing up in the air? That pretty much says it all. Yes, both have the same wind resistance, but the Air 2S can just handle it better. Reason number five. Look at the top left of my screen right now. What does it say in terms of altitude? Altitude zone 39,360 feet. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm going to go up 39,360 feet. But what it does mean is that this drone has the ability to remove no-fly zones. Yes, there are softwares out there that can remove the no-fly zones safely and easily on this drone. No problems. Whereas with the Mini 3, you just can't do it. Whether you want to or not, it's just not possible. DJI's got it locked up. Number six, and this might not be a huge reason for you until you crash or you hit some branches or leaves and something and you break a prop and you've got to change or swap out a prop quickly and get it back in the air. Then you'll find yourself fumbling for a screwdriver with this guy because yes, you need to find a screwdriver and screw the prop out. Whereas if you break a prop on the Air 2S, boom, 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 it's a 1, 2, 3. Just turn and twist, pop a new prop in there, and you're done. Number seven is huge. A lot of people run to buy drones that are the latest and greatest. But what they don't realize is that even though it may have some of the newest features and capabilities, it needs time to get tested out there when it reaches thousands and thousands of people to find all of these minute bugs and kinks that need to be worked out. And these things just don't get worked out over time. They average anywhere from 7 to 8 months these days before a drone gets worked out completely, and it flies smoothly and works perfectly without any problems. And with the Air 2S, guys, you have that. Absolutely no problems at all. This drone is seasoned, it's tried, it's tested, it's proven, and it just works. Now, I'm not saying the Mini 3 has issues. All I'm saying is it needs some perfection, right? For example, the hyperlapse is nowhere near as smooth as this drone. There still needs to be some tweaking and refinement in that camera or that gimbal. I don't think it's the drone itself, right? That's one major thing that I've looked up. So the reason I'm still holding on to this for hyperlapse and not the little Mini 3 is because, well, they still need to work on those hyperlapse. And reason number 8, the Air 2S is compatible with the RC Pro. So if you like this controller or you own this controller already, say you have a Mavic 3 or something, the Air 2S can work with this simply and easily. There just is no compatibility for this guy with this. At least not yet, and DJI has not stated when or if they will do it. So at the time of making this video, sorry, no RC Pro compatibility. It's weird. A Pro that doesn't work with a Pro. Let's move on to reason number 9. The Air 2S is just faster. It ascends faster, it descends faster, it has a faster top speed. It's overall a jet when you compare it to this guy. Not that this is slow, but if you need some speed in your life, well, you're gonna have to go with the Air 2S. Moving on to reason number 10. So the Air 2S, be it on the ground or be it in the air, definitely you don't have to worry about overheating because it has a built-in fan that helps to exhaust the air, the hot air, and keep the parts, the components, the electronics inside of that drone really cool. Whereas this, yes, no fan to keep the weight down, but there's a trade-off. This drone gets really, really hot. So I'm not saying it overheats. I'm saying you don't even have to think or worry about overheating as an issue if you're flying an Air 2S. Whereas this, you need to bear it in mind. Now, reason number 11 is pretty big in my opinion, especially if you're learning to transition from auto mode into pro mode as a beginner to an intermediate or more advanced pilot, or I should say camera operator. So I can automatically adjust my ISO and set it to 100 and then allow the shutter to automatically adjust itself for me, and that makes things easy as you change directions and your exposure changes as you become more exposed or less exposed to light. As you can see, it's at 1/90 here, and as I turn, if I want to fly in the other direction, it will automatically adjust the shutter to 1/80. So I can fly and not have to worry about the exposure changing and messing around with it. And this is in pro mode. So pro mode gives me that feature to adjust each one automatically. So that way the camera never has to touch my ISO and it can adjust the shutter for me, and vice versa if I want. So I can automatically leave the ISO on auto in pro mode and adjust my shutter so I maintain my shutter rule, which is 1/60, and as the place gets lighter or darker, it will automatically adjust the ISO and adjust the ISO in fine increments as well. So there you have it. Even in pro mode with the Air 2S, you can give the camera more control or some control, and then you keep some. There's no all or nothing like it is in the Mini 3. And reason number 12, if you're into 360 video, like you never want to get into FPV, but you want FPV-like footage, with the Air 2S, Insta360 actually makes an adapter for one of their 360 cameras specifically for this drone and the Air 2, and you just slap the adapter on, you can fly around and you can have all different types of 360 video, and the camera completely leaves out the drone and films the entire surroundings around it. So if you need Insta360 drone video footage in your life, well then yeah, Air 2S is definitely the way to go. No Insta compatibility for you yet. Another reason why I actually prefer the Air 2S is because I love me some Kalari filters. These are the best glass that I have ever seen and worked with to date, and these filters are unfortunately only available for the Air 2S and not the Mini 3, not even the Mavic 3. I don't know why they don't make it for the Mavic 3. Which one would I get? Which one do I recommend? The Air 2S or the Mini 3? The Air 2, like, that's probably the most frequently asked question that I have been asked in a long time. Well, I hope this video helps to answer the question, because you've seen the features that this carries that the Mini 3 just does not have. Now, the Mini 3 has its own capabilities that this doesn't have, and I'm going to cover that in another video in case you're interested. So make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit thumbs up, make sure you hit the bell so you get notified when I release that video too. And hopefully by the time you watch these two videos, that will put things in perspective for you, and you will at least know what advantage one has over the other and which one is worth getting. I say get both if you can afford it. Stay tuned, my patrons, for my hyperlapse class on Patreon and on Zoom, and I will catch you guys, well, whenever I can. Make sure you become a Patreon, guys. Big benefits to Patreon. Get direct access to me. Any questions? I'm right here on Patreon. Support this channel, and there's benefits. Last Mini 2 went all the way to the UK.